shit on the floor of a public shower house. Yeah. Yanked my steak and released all of my children into one of their shampoo bowls. Pookies, today I'm going over your most down bad confession. Thanks to my lovely Discord server. Today, I'm joined with my lovely chat saying hello. They're already saying hello because they're ready for how peak. Hey, why are you spamming gay? Oh my gosh. Guys, let's get into these freaky confessions, okay? These are anonymous, so don't put your name. Starting off, I hooked in my living room. I'm assuming that means hook up. When I was 13, okay, so see, here's the thing. Gang is already starting off young, which is kind of crazy. So, you know, I'm mad thirsty right now. Any suggestion to get drinks? 10% off, preferably using a certain code. Guys, actually, Gamersubs just released new RWBY flavors. And if you go to Gamersubs.com and use my code DOWNBAD at checkout, you will get 10% off your order. I wanted to see how far Yidhari's tentacle could fit up my... You know who this is. Guys, in case you don't know who Yidharis is, this is who Yidharis is. This tentacle squid girl mommy with tentacles. Now, mind you, trying to figure out how far her tentacle could fit up your is, it's definitely something. I edited a text of her calling our friend pretty to make it like she sent it to me, and I gooned to it for ages. These are, okay, it went from bad to worse. I'm not gonna hold you. I've sniffed a girl's seat on the bus coming home from school. Honestly, that is not that down bad. We've all done that before, okay? We've all done something like that. Like, you're not a real man unless you sniffed a seat before. Preferably a leather one, because the heat lingers and you can feel it. So it's like, we, yes, us, we. Not Nintendo, we. No French, us. Both of us, we. Me and you people watching this. We've all sniffed a seat before, okay? Because if you're sniffing a warm leather seat, you're getting both the sensation and the scent, okay? The heat lingers. You guys are making me sound like I'm crazy when this is something we've all done before. I lick my own feet. Okay, let's just keep it pushing. The first and only time I've held hands in a romantic way with a girl, I busted in my pants. I think I may be touch deprived. Okay. You know that scene in National Lampoon's Summer Vacation where the brother and sister French kiss? Yeah, like 12 years ago when me and my brother did that. We were stupid, dumbass kids. Okay, so gang low-key just admitted to French kissing their brother. We're already 10 submissions in and we've reached incest. So I feel like this is a good indicator on how this video or stream is about to go. End the video or stream? Not yet. I feel like we could get worse. That I wish for some people to end their bloodlines with themselves because they piss me off. This ain't even that. I'm deleting this. Mid-response. Kissed my best friend. He's a guy. I'm a guy. I'm straight. And he low-key a twink anyway, so it's like whatever. Cause like, I wanted a kiss, and he low-key kissed me back anyway. Now we both got girls, so yeah. Honestly, if you've never kissed your homeboy before, are y'all really homeboys? Like, it was a kiss goodnight, it's not gay? It's not that gay, guys. It's not that. It's a little bisexual, but they both got girls now. That's not even that bad, dude. Sometimes you gotta kiss the homies every once in a while. Jerked it to Ez death from a coming a kill while my dad was sleeping next to me in my bed. Okay, first of all, why was your dad sleeping with you in your bed? Second of all, that's not even that crazy. Ez death is low-key bad as shit. Okay, like, I completely understand where you're coming from, okay? I understand the vision, okay? Your dad's sleeping in your bed, kind of weird. Jerking it right next to your dad while he's sleeping, even more weird. But I see the vision, I understand, okay? I get it. In bed with your father's diabolical, that's what I'm saying, Jimmy. Like, damn, as a joke, I drew my friend as a femboy sucking some dick, and he did the same for me. We're not gay. Okay, that's pretty gay. I will not lie to you. I once gooned to furry femboy VR chat ERP twice in the same sitting. I'm not joking, sadly. W ball! Guys, I'm gonna be honest. Besides all the PDF files and the underage kids on VR chat, furry femboy VR chat ERP is low-key goated, okay? Y'all sleeping on FFVE. I beat my shit to your voice, Zeno. See, what I don't understand is why can't my fucking name right? I feel like if you watch my shit and you understand it to some extent, why do so many people spell it wrong? I gotta say, your voice is sexy, Zeno. Thank you, I think. I'd rather have a furry dummy mommy, you know, dummy. Not ridiculous to say that. Thank you, Pookie. I appreciate it. I don't know how to respond to that. I'm not an ASM artist. I'm low-key autistic online. I once gooned to one of those AI text-to-speech Reddit videos that was talking about an obviously fake story about two-step siblings hooking up. Okay. We're back to incest. Not really. Guess they're step siblings. We have to be devolving. It's like, like perpetually. Me and my friend group held a group goon sesh on Discord, and it lasted for about 6 hours. My homegirls are a little freaky. Okay, it's not that bad. 6 hours though? At that point, I feel like your meat stops working. I skipped the Xeno stream to watch a 7-foot furry, then I gooned to them. Sounds like something Helios would do? Yeah. This is not that crazy, okay? I understand. I can get where you're coming from, okay? I can't hate on you too much. Once when I was 15 or 16, I grabbed panties my older sister used that were full of nut from another man and beat my shit to it. Okay, we're back up here. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, brother? What? My friend was talking about how his sister was kicked out of church for being a lesbian. I responded, oh, your sister's a lesbian? Can I watch her scissor? I'm gonna need an execution in the town circle for that one. Dude, that Loki needs to be crucified for that one. Okay, actually, we listen and we don't judge, guys. We listen and we don't judge. Loki get turned on by sucking water bottles. Okay, honestly, guys, we do judge. Okay, we judge. Okay, so one time, I just turned 18 around the time. Me being retarded as fuck. I thought it was a good idea to go on a dating app the instant I turned 18. Later that week, I had gotten over fucking 28 messages from the craziest hotties, things that never fucking happened before. And me, what a brilliant idea. No, I wasn't. Decided, oh, we should all meet up and see what happened. I was then mauled by 28 girls. Insert that one alien from Mexico. Yo, things that never happened for 200. Cause what the fuck is that? First of all, if you're a man, you ain't getting 28 bitches on a dating app. That shit never happened. B, you said all of them mauled you? More like 28 men? Dead ass. This is the average Reddit story. Worth it though, my fucking nuts. This didn't happen.
I went to a party and FaceTimed my boyfriend while another guy was railing me.
I didn't have internet, so I'd go to my friend's house and print hentai, and his parents found out and disowned him for being gay. He overdosed last year. I'll never forget. Holy shit! W man for taking the fall. That's fucking crazy. I beat it to R34 Tiger while watching Tiger stream on another monitor. Guys, somebody clip that so I can send this to Tiger, okay? I cut a hole and nutted in a human-sized teddy bear. Bear got stuffed with more than just stuffing, for real, for real. What is this, bro? When I was in middle school, there was this girl I really liked, but I never had the courage to confess. But I saw her I know where this is gonna. But I saw her picture in the yearbook and nutted to her yearbook photo multiple times. I also started to slam the book. I also started to slam the book on my schlong and sliding it in and out of the pages, using the gooey mess I made of it to further pleasure myself. I did this so much to the point where I couldn't separate the pages anymore because they stuck together. Also, the yearbook smelled horrible because of that. Yo. Oh my gosh, that made me fucking cry. I also started to slam the book on my schlong. I don't know why that's so funny. Is this another meaning for bookworm? Isaac! Okay, I was gonna hate on you and say that was corny, but that was low-key clever. I enjoyed the taste of blood and recently got into a weird kink. Compared to the last one, this shit is at. I once beat my meat under a blanket to Colleen Camp in Clue, right next to my mom and alcoholic stepped. Let's see who Colleen Camp is. Like old Colleen Camp or young Colleen Camp. Whenever a hot female character is in a vibrating vehicle or car, or a fast screen shake happens, I goon or at least try to. I guess you could say fast vibrations is my fetish ever since I was a little boy. On one hand, if it was like in a car and her boobs are like bouncing because of the car ride, I would get it. But if I put like shake effect on the screen, is that what you're gonna goon to?
There's only one way to find out.
I used to be a part of those freaky Roblox communities. I was around 14 then, and I met my ex who was at the time 18. Oof. Long story short, went from our Lego avatars boinking to meeting up IRL. I told her I was a minor still when we met up, but a month after I turned 18, she flew me out to hang out. It's been two years since we last spoke, and she hasn't reached. I know I was groomed and whatnot, but with all that happened, at least I cracked a few times. How does it feel to live my dream? Ever since I was 14 too. I wanted a bad bitch that was older than me to take advantage of me. But no, I was a chop chud. Granted, you were a victim, and she should low-key be arrested. But still, it should have been me, not him. I used to dry beat to my Fortnite character running mid-match. It was an original female football. You know what? I get it. You know, I understand. This is not that ridiculous to do. I won't even lie to you, okay? This skin Loki got hella ass. Okay, y'all Loki sleeping on Fortnite. I used the hot dog bun. See, bro don't even gotta elaborate, and we know how bro used the hot dog. When I was in middle school, I bought this bottle of lemonade from the school store. I then come up with an idea. I drank the lemonade. I kept the bottle, and instead of throwing it away, to jizz in it later as a little science experiment. After I nutted it in it, I kept the cap, I closed the cap, and let it ferment. The use of the word ferment made this 10 times worse. Let it ferment somewhere for a few days. When I checked again, the bottle was a deep fucking red. The infused with the particles bit in the lemonade in the bottle. I take a whiff. Why would you do that? And shit smelled nasty as fuck. So I washed out the bottle and threw it out. You didn't really need to wash out the bottle. You could have just tossed it. And then you take a sniff? Brother, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? Bought the perfume my crush uses to spray it on my body pillow and pretend she would sleep with me. Honestly, this is low-key ball, okay? I struck it to Fuwa foot at SFW. All right. This is low-key ball. All right. I understand the vision. Okay. I used to goon to a picture of her eyebrows. Don't ask me how that got me hard. It just did. Brother, what the fuck? I still rewatch those Pokimane videos where she would stand up from her chair for a glimpse of some ass. Every Pokimane fan known to man, brother. Getting horny out of nowhere in a confession room. Okay. AI chatbot of Gojo kept me from finding love in real life for 5 years. This shit was written by a woman or a female at birth, okay? This is the type of shit women be fucking doing. I can't even blame them too. I've gooned to character AI before. I gooned to Xenohusk and LeBron Yowie. Okay, first of all, this is a fucking lie. Second of all, this shit don't even exist. So third of all, that shit's a fucking lie. A drawing was so good I did that shit with the pen in one hand and my dick in the other. Guys, is this confirmed that some artists goon to their own art? I feel like this is a genuine confirmation. Licked my ex's armpits even if they didn't shave their hair? Get in fucking line, dude. Join the club. 0 out of 10 confession, dude. One time, I didn't have tissues, so I used my bed. And this was like a goon session. Home alone for 2 days. Day 2, I had to sleep on the floor because my bed was covered in cum. If you want to know what it was a dragon from Shrek and a lot of scaly porn. Okay. We started off with genuine bad confession. We're now devolved to a lot of mid bullshit. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Self-pleasure on an airplane. The most down bad thing I've done was using a character AI. When I was younger, my parents took my phone away, and because I wanted to goon really bad at night, I ended up printing out furry art from the family computer and would use that as my goon material once everybody went to bed. 2 months later, my parents found the Google Doc I used and beat my ass. So this is the second time somebody's printed out goon material so they could goon because they got their phone taken away. This is honestly dedication to the goon, dude. Honestly, I respect it. I'm skipping all the short ones. Hook is a toddler. Hook is a toddler? I once took an orange, warmed it up in the microwave, cut a small hole, and added a bit of lotion. I proceeded to do rated things to it while listening to hentai with headphones. The worst part is I ate the orange afterward. Oh my god. Because I was scared my mom would see it in the trash and whoop my ass for wasting food. Nigga said W protein. Shit on the floor of a public shower house. Yeah. Yanked my steak and released all of my children into one of their shampoo bottles. Some of the people here are really creative. Because, oh my gosh. Alright, so this took place when I was 13 or 14. Every time I would go take a shower, I would strip butt-ass naked and hump the shower wall while making soft moans. Then, when I got in the shower, I would lather my shaboing boing with soap and use that as lube to fuck the shower curtain. I would also bite my shoulder while doing it. Bro, we're back to the peak, okay? We're back. It's the biting the shoulder part that makes it the worst. Like this fucking the shower curtain. And I'm like, oh. Okay, so this was in like year 7 or something. This one girl was friends with basically all the boys, so she gave me the Discord of 2 of them, the most liked one, I guess. I made a server and invited her and them, and then made a whole bunch of alt and pretended they were childhood friends, and then we all talked together, and to this day they never found out. That ain't even down bad. That's sad as fuck. Hello, Father. I've come to confess that in high school, I made a homemade fleshlight out of gel made from cornstarch and water. I let it set in the back of the family fridge. Also, around the same time, I fucked a watermelon and I got rid of it by eating it. At the very least, I washed the fuck out of it before eating it. Please forgive me of this and my past sins. These are getting rough. Once when I was 12, I was really horny. I'm a guy, by the way. Thank you for the clarification. So I got my lava lamp and sucked it out my butt. I stuck it too deep and pooped everywhere. I started to clean it up, but my dad caught me. I was low-key one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. P.S. I love your videos. Thank you. I drained the oil out of my girlfriend's car once, and 12 miles later, her engine blew up, and somehow Mercedes was driving the same road. I did all this literally so I could hit that night, and you know what? It was worth it. So this nigga sabotaged his girlfriend's car just so he could crash.
Oh, hell no.
If you're saying it's not down bad, I'm just gonna skip it, because it kind of defeats the whole fucking purpose! Once, I was coming back from a night out horny, and there was an overripe okay, I don't even want to read that shit. The sin I'm here to confess is how I have a rash on my dick. So when I was younger, I used all my stuffed toy to jack off and use my carpet to clean to come off the tip. I searched up Xeno R34 Edge, so definitely don't forget. There is no Xeno R34. I nutted in my sister's underwear. Biological. Thanks for the clarification. That definitely helped with. I pounded my joystick with no lube and no lotion. Complete dryness. These shits are fucking mid, okay? These are mid now. Bro's just, his most down bad confession is that he's a dry beater. Oh my goodness! Yeah, we gotta go back to the fucking T-virus, dude.
You want some?
I grew into lolly. I had E-sex with my girlfriend, even though I'm Muslim and underage. Do I deserve execution? Brother, what? I love the emphasis on I'm Muslim and I'm underage. This was a fun fact that could not be fucking let slide. I go manipulated by a guy into having sexual intercourse with him as a child. I was 8 at the time. This isn't down bad. This is low-key just illegal. And we went out to grab ice cream, and when we got it, he told me he had a place to show me. So we went there and ate the ice cream. Along the way, we got there. He started talking to me about sex and how it's embarrassing. That some people don't know what it is and how it is done. So he told me that he could show me. And even as I said no, he stayed persistent and kept telling me that I don't want to be a loser who doesn't know how to fuck. And after a while, I said yes. And then he forced me to suck him off and have intercourse with him. I'm a guy, by the way. Oh my gosh, this is literally just a plot of Boku no Pico. Because I remember seeing a clip of it on fucking Instagram where they got like back in the day where they got fucking ice creams and they went to a car, bro had to hold the ice cream above his head. I really, you know what? I really hope this is Boku no Pico and not real life. This shit would actually be horrible. I'm the guy that said I'd give him 2 hooks. It's the fact that he spinned back for a second one later on just to confirm that this was in fact the guy that grew to hook. We really got a 2-part story in this, dude. This is kind of crazy. When I went on a trip with someone, and after the trip, we parted ways, they forgot their towel. I took the towel home with me and would smell it constantly, and you best believe I gooned while smelling it. I still have the towel to this day, but I've used it to shower, so the musk is gone. And last, and hopefully not least, guys. So, I was caught masturbating in the school bathroom in middle school. So to explain this, I was deep in my goon era and then was feeling heavily freaked out that day. So in my head, I decided to go sneak off to the bathroom. And when I got to the bathroom, I put some material on as you do, and proceeded to, get out to the content, much to my dismay, because my friend came after me. My friend had heard me and looked into the stall. I had not seen her due to being busy. After I was done, I walked out of the kiosk and went back to class as if nothing happened. To my shock and horror, my friend asked me about my escapade. I was confused at first, so she told me I was heard. Words cannot explain how embarrassed I was. Surprise is one, guess what? This same friend had the nerve to tell my fiance, my boyfriend at the time. But that's another story for another time. Thank you for reading, twin. W last confession. Guys, it's time for Stola's Freaky Time. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna see me wearing sweatpants. I also have my feet out. See, I might be a suited up man, but when it comes to the bedroom kittens, I'm no better than a dog. Stolus, you bad boy. Kitten has been very fucking naughty. Kitten needs to catch The long story. All right, that's enough of that shit. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into tonight's stream. I had a lot of fun with you guys. I appreciate all you guys showing up and hanging out with me as I went over these freaky confessions. Guys, have a great rest of your night, Pookies. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. We're about to get sexual. Grown ass man, by the way. Dead ass.
You should follow Zeno now.